That's a big thing about wrestling too. Is a lot of people don't realize that even professional wrestling, like there's a lot of the events they're doing that you're not even seeing on live TV. Like WWE is out there doing this shit that you don't even know about. You'll never know, like, basically, unless you're there, or like maybe you pay for a subscription. I don't know how it is nowadays, but like,
No, they never did anything with the house shows. They were just
there for people that couldn't afford like the pay-per-views or whatever.
They were
They
there
the
to
cheaper
give
ones.
Vince McMahon.
or
money.
you have like Sunday Night Heat. Remember how Sunday Night Heat? You know, that was another one where I was on like a different channel if you didn't
Velocity.
have it, or Velocity. Like
Yeah.
these just these, and they're getting airtime. But you know, you gotta have a select
The
channel.
modern would be like
Superstars.
Superstars.
And, like,
Like main event.
So
Yeah.
were a lot of
Or the
those ones
old
like
version of main
just
event?
were a lot of those ones just like not following the storyline?
I think
Or were
some
they-
of those were like kind of treated as their own show, so they'd have their own storylines because it's like the.
But it's still kind of gotta, if you're gonna have some people that may be in WWE shows, you gotta have it somewhat like the storyline and you know,
I always
going
looked
along
at it
with
as
it
like
a little bit, right?
supplemental storytelling.
Yeah, supplemental
Yeah.
to the main story kind of deal.
Like side
a
missions.
side quest. Yeah, side quest.
Yeah.
Way to put it.
I go
Side
Fallout right away. Side quest.
quest.
Yeah.
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 Skyrim's
That
coming
quick.
out.
Skyrim. Yeah. 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 So that's what you kind of consider those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you got Drew McIntyre versus Roman Reigns on main event. Or on Superstars or some shit, like one of the shows that nobody's gonna watch.
Yeah.
It's like, please watch our D show.
Well, now
E-show?
WWE's
I
on
don't know
like
why you
Peacock.
wouldn't put
Yeah.
those guys on those shows to get those ratings. Because if those ratings are getting money, that would be way more money. If you're getting like a high rating, like 700 at the least.
Just think about specifically what they're saying by not putting those people on there. They're telling
Fuck
you.
the workers that are on that show.
No, they're just telling you they don't give a fuck about that
Fuck
show. That
Fuck
show's
'em,
not good
fuck
enough
'em.
for their best stars, is what they're trying to say.
Fuck
them
'em.
kids.
So what
Well,
do
I
you
think
think?
a lot of those shows are designed to build new people, kind of like what
Absolutely.
NXT
Yeah.
is for.
Oh,
I mean,
right.
that helped Buddy Murphy a lot,
Yeah.
and
That's true. He
Mustafa Ali
Even
as
like
well.
Tozawa,
Well, that's
he was
how he built
big
that,
for a minute there.
WWE
Well, that's
He's-
what I
he's
thought that
considered.
AEW was gonna be, like another NXT. But that motherfucker, like, he's like, "Fuck you, fuck you." I'm taking over this shit. I mean, as much as it's going on up there in promotion wise.
And the cool thing about AEW is like that forbidden door they talk about all the time is like, okay, well, we got the TNA, the Impact champion on our show now too, and we got New Japan coming in, and we got Lucha guys coming in. You know, so like
Yeah.
they're opening that door for anybody from anywhere to come in.
Well, they're trying to be less of a WCW all over again and like a modern NWA, but like big time.
Sean, you
Another
know
round?
better than me.
I'm thirsty.
Did WWE pretty much like start the whole Forbidden Door thing? Because it seems like back in like the '60s, you know, back like in that era, that people just kind of went everywhere.
Well, back then was
I'm
all
good.
territory, you know, so like NWA and was a thing, and then McMahon started WWF, and then he started taking over his own territories, and then there was the battles, and then that's when I think the contract started, like it's either us or nobody,
Yeah,
you
it
know,
makes
and then
sense.
that's like when people would leave, like Flair would leave WWF, the next week you see him on WCW.
Yeah.
You know, or vice versa. You see Bret Hart jumping back and forth. And, you know, I think that was kind of a forbidden door, but more of a fuck you than anything.
Yeah.
Because, like, oh, well, if you're not going to give me what I want, I know this person over here is going to.
Or even